Genius level construction right here.
Adventures in real estate.
So today we are installing our 4-inch Comfortboard 110 underneath the slab. That's going to give us our thermal break and make the slab warm and cozy. We filled the basement area up to the top of the footing with gravel, and then we compact it to make sure that we don't have any cracking in our slab. And the Comfortboard will run on top of the gravel and right over the footing and get compression fit right to the side of the concrete. And then we'll do our air and vapor barrier on top of that. When you're choosing your layout, they come in 2-foot by 4-foot pieces. It's easier to cut the short side, so we're gonna lay the Comfortboard 4-foot lengths going across, so then we just have to cut our 2-foot piece on the end. One tip that I would recommend is cutting the Comfortboard about 1/8 or 1/4 heavy on this side, so you can wedge it right in, so you can get an absolute tight fit against both sides of the concrete foundation. You can walk on it, it's super solid. 110 doesn't compress, it's heavy and solid. Heavy and solid. It rocks. Couldn't resist the pun. There's a few ways to cut Comfortboard, and it's really easy to cut, actually. You get a knife. This is a crappy cheap one that I got. Rockwool actually makes one that's better. And so you can just, cut it like bread. Because we're doing a large amount of cuts, I'm actually using my skill saw, but this is 4 inches, so it doesn't cut all the way through, so you have to mark it and flip it and cut it on the other side. But it goes much faster and a much cleaner cut. So we are doing our cuts for underneath the stairs here. They are just under 38. So we mark this up. You can mark this stuff with a pencil really easily. Grab a very expensive 2x4. Make sure your line is good. There we go. Let's grab our little line. Because this is actually stone, it grinds down your pencil really quickly. So you might need extra pencils. Of course, eye protection. And we'll rip this through. And then just to make sure that our joints are nice and tight, take a little sledgehammer. We drop the board twice, which is very important. And that just makes all of our joints nice and tight. So as you can see behind me, we've laid 4 inches of Comfortboard across the entire basement level of the house, right on top of the gravel. Lots of people don't consider putting insulation underneath the slab, but if you think about it, you want thermal protection around your entire house. You put it at the top, you put it at the sides, and you also put it underneath. This is Comfortboard right here. It is vapor open, so it will dry, and it is absolutely dense. You can jump on it. And this is 4 inches. It comes in all different dimensions, 1 inch all the way up to 4 inches. So on top of this, we put our air barrier, then we put rebar, and then we pour 4 inches of concrete, and we put in-floor heating in that as well. And so one of the key components of having insulation underneath is the fact that that heat is going to be encouraged to go up where we want it into the space as opposed to down into the ground. So it keeps the slab nice and warm, it gives us a thermal break underneath, and it encourages the heat that's in the slab and make it much more efficient to heat our house. Woo!